Okay, we had the music up here. We had just did a bomb behind podcast for this upcoming week of week 70. But at the same time, what actually ended up happening was that before I was about to edit this podcast and everything and put it up the title or whatever, I took a look at the material that we was going to speak on. And when I was looking, ladies and gents, I'm like, wait a minute, why I got 2 321s and 325s? And then I remember that last week, on week 69, I was burnt the heck out. I was so burnt out that I totally forgot that the sessions for week 69, it was sessions 331 through 335. Not 321 to 325. That happened 2 weeks prior from that. So, ladies and gents, my apologies for having the wrong session numbers for last week's podcast. My apologies. I just now saw that, and I'm so glad that I did not put that up on the website just yet. And of course, it's going to kind of look weird because the video is already up on there. Then again, I could actually push the video right back on YouTube. So I'm going to actually delete this one, if I can. And then I'll post it back up like I did last week with the right title and everything. Because, I just look, I'm like, oh, snap. I'm like, hold up. This does not look right. This is wrong. And we just got done doing a heartfelt type of podcast today. So that's the part right now I'm like, damn it, I got to redo it again. But, it's cool. I'm glad that we are redoing it again. It's got a little bit distracted on the first part. But you guys know me. You guys know that whenever I have a podcast or whatever that's kind of on the alternative of redoing, normally the second time around is always better. But some of you guys might be saying to yourselves, well, Q, why are you doing the why are you doing the podcast right now? Like, what's up? like what's happening, dude? Like, why are you doing this podcast right now? So I'm gonna put the website on hold for the time being, and then I'll re-upload the other video and things of that nature. Reason why I'm doing this today is because I'm gonna drop some music in the background before I even talk about it. Let's hit it.
Hip Rocker Productions, making new changes to the world of music for Jesus Christ, amen.
Did I put the second one of that track on here? No. Oh yeah, that's the second edition. Never mind. Alright. So at 15:37 p.m. today, on October 2nd, 2017, we was doing the radio show. We ended at 4:21, which is 16:21 in Army time. So now it's 16:32 in Army time, or 4:32 p.m. Pacific time, California time. So let me explain to you guys in a better way as to why I'm now doing the podcast on Monday as opposed to Friday. I said it earlier, and when I said it earlier, I kind of had a little bit of anger in my voice and things of that nature. But the reason why I'm saying it right now, I'll get my water out with a lemon real quick. The reason why, ladies and gentlemen, do the podcast on Monday night, you guys know what just happened in Vegas. The mass shooting. The suspected shooter that killed himself while Donald Trump saying that was a terrorist that had killed those people out there in Vegas. I will be off social media each and every week. I think Monday I'll probably be back on social media. Other than YouTube, because I like looking at my tech videos and things of that nature. And computer coding learning, stuff like that. But when it comes to like Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, especially Facebook, I despise Facebook for the ignorance that's displayed on it. But Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, I'm like Xing out from all of that. Sorry today. Actually, this week, because I'm doing the podcast, I gotta, promote the podcast, whatever. And the reason why I'm doing that because I get distracted too much easily. But like I said earlier, you see, for about the past month and a half, even now, you look on Facebook as pray for this place, pray for this place, pray for these people out here, pray for who, this. Prayer is much needed in this world today. We live in a very dark time. We live in part of the birth pains at Matthew chapter 24. If you don't know about Matthew chapter 24, read your Bibles. Jesus literally told his disciples, this is what's going to happen later on in the future. We live in a part of the future of the events that's happening right now, whether you realize it or not. And it's sad and it's crazy as to what's really going on right now in the world that we're living in today. I mean, it's heartbreaking what's going on right now. And I need to let you guys know this. I'm personally, myself, not about to be caught on social media and just be looking at this type of news, losing my focus. And I need to stay focused on certain things. So these posts that I'm going to be discussing is for October 2nd of today through the 6th. Today's podcast is week 70. Week 70 is happening back on the Monday. It's been a long time since I've done a podcast on the Monday. But you guys remember I did a couple months ago where I was off social media for a cool little minute. And was trying to, have the posts done ahead of time to where we can be able to discuss them, get done with the podcast and everything else. So I'm going to be doing everything I'm doing on Monday, period. And part of the reason why is for the benefit of truly just getting what I need to say out in the open. So, because I messed up on for last week's sessions of, I said 321, 325, which is not true. So for today's sessions for week 70 is 331. No, let me take it back. No, 336. Take another look at it. I don't want to mess up like I did last week. So today's session says 336. 336 through 340, week 70. This is week 70.
Productions, making no changes to the world of music for Jesus Christ, amen.
Edition of my tracks actually have the tag in it. So my apologies for like that. But yeah, this is week 70 for October 2nd through October 6th. I have reposted, so we're about to discuss these discussions. And I'm going to break them down once more, but get more clearer for you guys. So for today, October 2nd, 2017, Blessed Mondays. Welcome to the holiday seasons and close to 2018. For now, everything becomes serious when you continue to accomplish your dreams. September is gone and October is here, and your goals for 2018 is near. But I'm also added with tomorrow's post for October 3rd, 2017 on the Grind Tuesdays. It's for tomorrow. To move forward in life, you must first take a step towards something greater than yourself. So, Monday and Tuesday, go add them together. And here's the reason why. Because I already mentioned to you guys before in the previous podcast. I said it before in the mid-May podcast. As soon as mid-May comes up and bam, the date hits, guess what? June's going to roll right around the corner. And once June hits, everything's going to move quickly. And that battery charger for this iPad I use. So like I said before though, I said bam. That's going to move quicker. And guess what? We are now in October. We in the third month, close to being done with 2017. It's crazy and it's amazing at the same time. But it's crazy because time during the summertime flew by pretty fast. Especially when you work at a job that seems like it's the same cycle and you're moving slow. You feel like you're not moving nowhere forward in life. You feel like you're stuck. That's where you gotta take a step forward, take a big leap of faith, a big jump, and make something happen. To which you're living a better life than what you're living right now. Because this month is about to move quickly. I'm about to tell you right now. October is about to move by fast. You will be here my birthday month of November. November will move by fast. I'm gonna be 30 at the end of November 28th. I'm kind of afraid for that because I'm like, dang, the big 3-0. Like, wow, I'm blessed. You know, for 30 years. But at the same time, you know, once that hits, the rest of my years getting older is going to continue to jump. But I know that sometimes financially we don't move forward financially in life because we still stuck doing the same thing, or bills come up and they kick you straight in your ass to the point where you moving slow and everybody else is moving past you. I remember talking to a friend of mine about that a long time ago, a couple people about that. And they said the same thing, how they feel as if they're moving slow while everybody else is moving fast. And it's true. Time will do that to you. It will make it seem like as if you're not accomplishing what you need to accomplish. But the crazy thing is we don't pay attention to the little things that happens. We don't pay attention to the little things that comes up to where we are able to move at a fast pace and truly understand what's happening. You know, we don't pay attention to that because we're so caught up and so focused on the other things at hand. And we lose focus as to what's going on. So ladies and gents, I want to let you guys know this. Whatever you try to accomplish for the rest of this year and the rest of this month, you have a chance to do it. You have a chance to do it. The thing is, just don't get too caught up in the noise. Caught up in the noise, as I always keep saying in social media and just life itself and things of that general. Don't get too caught up in that. And the reason why I say don't get too caught up in that is for the fact that you truly want to stay focused. Straight up.
Making no changes to the world of music through Jesus Christ, amen.
But other than that though, once you stay focused and things of that nature, life becomes so much more better, so much more easier. But once you move forward in life, you take that leap of faith, you take that big jump, you take that big step. I'm telling you right now, things in general becomes way more better than what they used to be. But we cannot be afraid of what life throws at us. And that's what's happening right now. Life is throwing fear out. It's scaring a whole lot of people. Just like what happened in Vegas. A shooter at a country concert. Like, really? It's amazing how ignorant people can be. But also, like I mentioned earlier too, you need to be careful when you're looking at certain things like that on the news or whatever. Because here's the reason why. You have those in high position of power that truly want to terrorize and scare the heck out of
me. Hit them with that beat one more time. You are now
to have us lose our focus, to get distracted by the bigger things that's going on behind the scenes. Because some of the stuff is usually orchestrated to push different laws that strip your rights. And it's been happening like that for the past couple of years. I remember 2014, working at LAX. I remember I was sick. Think about, 2 or 3 days, whatever. And I think I had got sick the previous night. Whatever, my body was all jacked up. And I remember I was trying to get to go to work and couldn't really move quick enough. And my body was like, we're going to rest. I'm like, nah, I need to get to work, whatever. And I remember this correctly because I was paying AT&T cable. We had cable at the time, but AT&T, cable and internet. Cool little package too, you know how AT&T does. start hitting with them heavy behind overages, and you're looking like, no. So, I remember walking up the street to go catch the bus. And I remember, I kid you not, it was something like, you know how in the movie with the person is walking somewhere, and then wherever they try to catch or whatever they try to do, like life moves at a very slow pace. You try to move quick enough, but everything else is moving in slow motion that passes you up. That's what the bus did. I'm looking at the bus, I'm like, yo, what the heck? I'm like, dang, we just missed it. My body was like, nah, go home. That's basically God told me to stay home. And I'm glad I did. Because as soon as I came back inside the house and lay down on the couch, one of my coworkers called me. He said, Q, you at work? I said, nah, man, what's happening? He said, there's been a shooting here at LAX. I remember I turned on the news. It happened at Tom Bradley, the international terminal. Some dude in a trench coat walked inside at the terminal, which would be Terminal B. If you ever fly in LAX, Terminal B is an international terminal. You fly out to different countries, whatever. And so, remember my coworker said that, he said it's a shooting there, that I remember I turned on the news, and it was literally on the news. It said somebody walked in with a black trench coat. And I try to be racist, but I said it's white cat. And started opening fire inside of the place and whatnot. And it was sad. I don't think anybody, PSA agent had died from that and whatnot. But it's crazy because some of my coworkers, they was at work, they was like, everything's on lockdown. Flights was not coming in. Everybody was just on lockdown, wasn't, doing things. Everybody try to stay safe, especially outside on the airfield. But I'm gonna tell you what, guys, if you do fly out to from Tom Bradley International Airport, from LAX, the international side, I'll let you guys know right now, it's safe if you have heavy cops presence and things of that nature. It's safe this time around. 2017, like I said, that happened in 2014. So, the crazy thing with that is that I remember that he was sick and we stayed home and whatnot. Then it had happened. And just watching the news, I had my coworkers upstairs, and they was cool. They was like, yeah, man, we good. We just out here chilling and things of that nature. So it was a crazy event. But I remember watching the news or watching something off of YouTube and listening to the dude saying that that they was running the drills a couple of days ago, for something like that. And I think he slipped something. And it was a dude thing like a police director or somebody, but you see a person in the background like shake their head and put their hand to their face. I'm like, I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist, conspiracy theorist or whatever, but where we see something like that, when you see somebody shaking their head because the person that's speaking had let something out, that lets you know that they know that the type of event that was popping off was more orchestrated than was just out the blue. And the reason being, because you do got certain individuals that will orchestrate different type of events, major ones that shake up everybody. So when you look at the news, the CNN, whatever, that's all they talk about. They put fear into a whole lot of people. But at the same time, while they're doing that, other things that's happening behind the scenes. Major things happening behind the scenes that you don't know about. That can strip you of your rights. And next thing you know, you're looking up at new laws that you never heard about because, you've been distracted by what's been happening on CNN and Fox News. So, I don't say it's scare anybody. I just said that you really need to be aware of what you watch. And especially on social media as well too. Social media lets you know what's happening, but at the same time it's a big distraction. It's a big distraction for what you need to accomplish in life, period. And what you need to do in order to have your 2017 still be a blessed one, while your 2018 will take over for what you didn't accomplish this year. We will continue on with the culture, but I think I spoke too much on what you're talking about. I got a good post for you guys. So for this upcoming Wednesday, motivational Wednesdays on October 17th, I said never let the tick move quicker than the talk. What that means, now I'll break it down again, break it down more easier terms than what I did earlier. Your tick is usually your attitude. It's usually what makes you blow up, what makes you want to punch somebody or suck the hell out of somebody. That's what your tick is. Your top is how your reaction is, how slow your reaction is to something that will make you piss off. So never let your tick. We're going to talk about finances right now. Let's say you look at your bank account. You try to save up some money. Something comes out. Let's say one of your bills come out. Let's say your phone bill comes out. Let's say you got 18 seats on Verizon or something. Let's say you got Verizon. And you got your stuff on auto pay. You get your paycheck. Now you got to pay out some major bills. So you pay out the major bills and you look how much money left you have. Or you like, dang, I can't do the phone bills. I'm trying to do the split payment. Or I'm wait. You do the split payment. But all of a sudden, that particular phone company wants to take out the money for whatever reason. Because you have it on auto pay. So you call them. You like, hey, what the F is going on? Why is this out of my account? Then they let you know the reason. Then you're like, yeah, but that's all the money that had in my account. So why you guys take it out? You're supposed to take it out at this any time. The moment you say that is when your ticks start to come in. So once your ticks start coming in, the person trying to explain to you, that's when most of us, we tend to cuss out the other folks on the phone line. Like, well, we just go haywire. While we're not letting go to the other one. While we're not letting our top keep us slow down. To which we're not cussing somebody out and everything. To which we're not telling somebody, well, mother flipper fish, and things of that nature that, why my money coming out from here and you need to replace it. Or whoop. Or just when somebody pisses you off, when somebody pisses you off, or you drive and somebody cuts you off, you give them the finger, you be like, you motherfucking head, and all that type of stuff. That's you letting your tick go off. But when you let your talk take over, and you pay attention to the situation, you're like, you know what? I'm gonna stay peaceful. I'm gonna keep it pushing. Because if I let go, what I'm going to do, by all means, I'm gonna go crazy. So never let your tick move quicker than your talk. Let your talk move slow so that your tick doesn't get your ass in trouble. Straight up. Let's continue. So for this upcoming Thursday, for this upcoming Daily Tips Thursday on October 5th, 2017, I said life is but a vapor, nothing more, nothing less. Unless you find the true meaning of life, live it to the fullest. I mentioned biblical scripture earlier, Philippians 4:6. God said, do not be anxious about anything in life. What you eat, what you wear, what you sleep. Does he not feed the sparrows that, be flying around, that they eat out of the ground? He does not feed them. He does not get them shelter. Think about that. I'm going to tell you guys around. Think about that again. Think about the birds. How God gives birds wings to fly. At the same time, he feeds them. The crumbs that we throw on the ground, breadcrumbs and things of that nature. Or just whatever. The birds fly down and pick it up. They eat that off the ground. They got their food. They got water from different places that they can drink. Birds build their own nests, their own homes in different places. You don't have to worry about rent and things of that nature. All they have to worry about is having babies and make sure that their children understand that they're the next generation to take flight and do what they need to do. Have you guys ever noticed that? That the birds is well said. We as human beings, we truly get very unfocused to what's happening in this world. That's why I mentioned earlier, I will do my best not to be on social media for the rest of this week. YouTube is an exception, but everything else is a distraction. And part of the reason being is because we get so anxious in this world that we tend to lose focus as to what's happening. That life is really short. It really is nothing but paper. And it's mentioned in the Bible where God said life is nothing but a paper. We're today, gone tomorrow. At the same time, we have to find things or do the things that God told us to do to live life to the fullest, to really enjoy it, to love one another. Because like I said before, we are living in very dark times to which you don't know what's going to happen in a couple of years. You're not going to know what happens next minute. So why not live life to the fullest and truly enjoy the blessings that God has given? Why not worry about anything that's going on? That's what's happening, you know? Why not? At the same time, you know, this truly has to be focused as to what's happening. Straight up. So wherever you are doing your life, ladies and gents, make sure you make it count and just live life to the fullest. You only got one chance to really live like this life here on yourself. But don't get so caught up in the noise of what's going on that you lose focus as to what's happening. Continue to push forward towards greatness. And trust me, great things will truly come. Straight up. So, we're about to go to the last post. To find out the track. We'll go with this one. And you know what? It's actually, like I said earlier before I ended the last podcast, because it literally took up to 45 minutes. This one will be a little more shorter because we actually now explaining things more better. But it's cool doing these podcasts now on Mondays and things of that nature. So I'm going to tell you guys a new format in a few minutes. This is like the tagline past through though.
Productions, making no changes to the world of music through Jesus Christ, amen.
Alright, cool. So, for this upcoming Friday, on Ball Status Fridays, for October 6th, 2017. Listen with your eyes, not with your mouth. Say it again. Listen with your eyes, not with your mouth. That's right, you better listen with your eyes, not with your mouth. Once again, listen with your eyes, not with your mouth. I'm going to explain that to you guys. Listen with your eyes, not with your mouth. I'm going to start freestyling it up. Listen with your eyes, not with your mouth. Alright. So what that means, listen with your eyes and not with your mouth. I gave it example, but I'm not going to say the example. Which is glad I'm redoing this over again. So I give another better example. So let's say, ladies and gents, let's say, ladies and gents, that you're at a job. Your boss said that they know everything, that they usually talk with their mouth and not their eyes. Meaning that even though they kind of know their craft, but you've been there a little bit more longer than, let's say, the new boss that shows up, you try to let them know what's up. But they're talking with their mouth and they're not listening with their eyes. Listening with your eyes. What that actually means is that you keep your mouth shut. You observe the situation at hand. You take a look at what's really going on. You're listening with your eyes because you can pinpoint details of different things, different situations that's happening. To which, when you really look at the bigger picture of things, you can then talk because now you understand what's going on. You see, there's too many of you guys right now. You guys are talking with your mouth, but you're not listening with your eyes. You're not paying attention to the bigger story. I see a whole lot of people on social media. I think that they know politics. They're disrespecting each other each and every day. It's a sad sight to see. The funny thing is, they all run their mouths because they think that they know shit, which they don't. But they're not listening with their eyes. Which means that they're not paying attention to the bigger picture. They're just looking at the small scenery of what's going on. But when you listen with your eyes, you hear more than what your ears can hear. Your ears can hear what's going on. But your eyes, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes can show you what's really happening. If you hear more of the noise. This is why for us producers, we can see things with our eyes when we listen to music. Just see different sceneries and different colors and things of that nature. We see it. Because we do less talking, more operating when it comes to producing the music. If you're an entrepreneur, you know that you listen with your eyes more than you do with your mouth. Especially when you have a mentor. Because your mentor will put you in check if you think that you know everything. While your mentor that has experiences, they're at the top of their game, they let you know what's up. So listen with your eyes, not with your mouth. Because once you listen with your eyes, you can see what life's about. And once you listen with your eyes, things get better. Because when you talk, you're really losing your cheddar. Straight up. So ladies and gents, that is for this week, week 70, sessions 336 and 340. So I want to let you guys know, this is a new format for how I'm going to do these posts. This will be a new format for how I do these podcasts and things like that. And I'm going to do it like this. Every Monday, I will do the video podcast. Then later on in the day, I'll do the regular podcast for this upcoming week. All the posts that you guys hear me talk about, these posts will be happening as well each and every Monday. Like we tried to do before, but we're going to do it this time. Then everything will be uploaded by 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, or 7 o'clock, between 6 and 7, or wherever I do the podcast or things of that nature. You know, I'll put it this way, before then. Because it takes me a little while to like really upload everything onto the website and stuff. And I'm glad I didn't post nothing up last week because I had to really repost up week 69 with the correct date. But you guys do listen to week 69, do know that where you guys hear me say, you know, sessions 321, 325, just disregard that and say that he means 331 to 335. I was tired of that last Friday, which is why I wasn't paying attention while I was looking at the sessions. I didn't realize that till around, like I said before, at 4:21 when we had ended the other podcast. And just get ready to edit. And I'm like, oh crap, I have to change the date up. So I was able to change it off of here, which is perfect. But yeah, that's gonna be the new format. So every Monday, to really start you guys week off the correct way, that's what I'm gonna be doing each and every podcast. So my off days is Sunday, Monday now, so I try to get some rest. So like I'll try resting between Monday and then I'll start the podcast and everything else and just work everything on Monday, which is perfect. Because I know I work from Tuesday through Saturday, so that right there is more leeway to actually try to get some proper rest before, get up at 4 or something, 5 o'clock in the morning to go to work to 3:30, then come back home and things of that nature. So you guys can kind of tell. Get burnt out right there. But at the same time, I want to tell you guys this. If you guys still using social media to do whatever you need to do, Facebook, whatever, be careful what you read, because not every post that you read is real. Most of it is just fluff and things to really tear you down and break the people apart. At the same time, come together as one, because I truly believe these offenses pop up for one reason: bigger agenda for the human race. Not great. But at the same time, on the flip side, on the spiritual side, it's more on God telling us like, hey, he's coming back straight up. But we need to come together as one. Bring prayers back in schools. Bring prayers back in the workplace, which most of us still do. But at the same time, we need to come as one and unify and love one another. Get peace. Help each other out. Bring peace to this world, because there's a whole lot of chaos and confusion that's really breaking everybody apart. Social media has truly done that the past couple years. It's broke a lot of relationships and things of that nature. And I know at our jobs, we get easily distracted now and bored at our jobs because social media gives us that type of entertainment that we want to see. Let you guys know right now, if you have to, kill off the social media, take off certain apps off your phones, and just keep certain apps that can help motivate you and keep your mind learning and growing, as opposed to being distracted by the distractions. So, ladies and gents, if you guys want to find today's post and today's podcast and things of that nature, it will be up in a couple of hours at hiprockproductionscm.com. You know what? It's going to be up before 8 o'clock p.m., 8, 9, 10, 11, before 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 o'clock Pacific Time. Whatever parts of the country you are, wherever 8 o'clock is to you guys, it's going to be up before then. So, with that, ladies and gents, I want to let you guys know this. Thank you guys for tuning into this week's podcast. I'm doing it early this time. I'm not doing it on Fridays anymore. We're switching up the format. I need to not be on social media for the rest of the week, period. I need to keep my mind in order. Because with the events that's happening, I know I have some of my friends, family members, they try to talk to me about it. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I don't want to hear it because I'm already doing some other stuff that I'm trying to get through from. So why do I want to get caught up with what's going on? Why do I need to hear what's happening on CNN, Fox News, ABC Channel 7, things of that nature? Why do I need to hear what the media is telling me and things of that nature? I'm cool on that. It's too much other stuff that we are dealing with in our own lives that we have to that we have to lose focus and listen to what the heck is on the TV screens. Television, they telling you things visually that gets you off track. So with that, ladies and gents, thank you guys for tuning in to this week's podcast on the Monday. I pray we'll start your week off the right way. If you guys want to re-listen to the podcast, by all means, go ahead and re-listen to the podcast. Hear it again. Enjoy it. Have a great time with it. Have fun. Have discussions with your family members and friends who will listen to it with you as well, too. But at the same time, just make sure you keep your focus. With that, though, ladies and gents, I'm going to catch you guys next Monday where we do the other set of the podcast. We're going to talk about the recap. The recap is going to be on Monday for this week. That's going to still happen over at the beach, whatever. And then the regular podcast is going to happen later on throughout the day. So that way, you get a double dose of heavy features. So everything that we talk about today is going to be updated to the website, which is going to be perfect. And it's going to be a blessing. So with that, though, ladies and gents, I'll catch you guys next Monday. And if you follow me on my social media sites, where you guys can catch all that off my website at hiprockerproductionscm.com. That is hiprockerproductionscm.com. So by all means, you guys enjoy yourselves. Have a wonderful and blessed evening. And I'll catch you guys on Monday. The boy Chinchilla Q is out. Peace.